Hey there, Kat here. I am live. And if you looked at the notes, I want to talk about some things that Dr. Martin Luther King has taught us, or lessons that we should learn or should have learned. And I feel like it's a great conversation to have, especially because I feel like I have a social purpose, and I know a lot of you guys, those of you who watch me and my live, have a social purpose as well. And so I hope you can hear me okay. And I'm in a new spot. I moved, I'm always moving furniture, and you're going to see my dogs probably walk around, and hopefully they won't bark and like make it crazy. So let's talk about first off, happy Martin Luther King Day. Hopefully you had a great day and you did something special in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King. So let's just talk about Dr. Martin Luther King just for a moment, because he has so many lessons that we can all learn. And I want to make a conversation about it. And I took some notes, and I just want to walk through some of them and point them out. So probably the most significant thing that we can talk about for Dr. Martin Luther King is he sacrificed so many things for a cause that he believed in, that he was so passionate about. And that alone of what he did and his purpose is a major lesson for anybody. I mean, how incredible that is for someone to have that kind of purpose and mission. And I love it. And he's a great example to talk about when we talk about great leaders. And so, if you think about Dr. Martin Luther King, he was truly driven by this dream that he had. So let's just talk about some of the things and his dream, because his legacy lives today. It still lives today, and people still speak tones of that famous speech that he had. And unfortunately, I could not upload that speech to LinkedIn because it was too long. And I didn't want to cut the speech. I absolutely did not want to butcher his speech. I wanted it to be in full form. So if you want to see the full speech, it is on my Facebook page, Catherine Cat Ramirez on Facebook. And it's the whole speech, and I loved it. I probably listened to it about 2 times today just to get my feel of it and to be inspired by him. Okay, let's move on and go with this. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, look, I'm wearing my veterans shirt. Okay, so first lesson that everyone should learn from this. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an independent consultant or whatever, or you're just a student. It doesn't matter. We all can learn from these lessons. And so the first one is dare to dream. You have to dream, and you should dream big. And the cool thing about Dr. Martin Luther King was that he had this dream and he declared it to the world. And it was just incredible because you could feel his passion and how hard he was working toward that dream. And so that is a big one we can all take away, and incorporate that into our own lives. Is that if you do have a dream, and you truly do want it to come to fruition, declare it and talk about it and be passionate about it, because the likelihood of it coming through is a lot more higher than if you just have a dream and you never talk about it, or you never take any strides toward it. So, we could talk about dreams forever. and dreams don't have to be as big as Dr. Martin Luther King's. They do not have to be that big and grandiose. At the end of the day, if you think about, believing in your dream, it's just believing in yourself, knowing that you can accomplish some things and you can dream big and you can go after them and you can work hard to achieve them. So you just want to make sure that you are going toward those dreams and you're doing everything in your power to make them happen. So that is the first lesson, is to dare to dream. Dare to dream. So think about that, okay? Hope you're going to take some notes here, okay? The second lesson we can learn from Martin Luther King is to love people. So Dr. Martin Luther King believed in the power of love. In fact, he taught people around him to love and forgive people. And I love this lesson because love wins every time. There are some people out there that are hateful and mean, and they harbor different thoughts and feelings. And how cool is it to kill people with kindness and with love? Because that's the power that you can control, and that's what you can bring to the table. So it's not about, fire with fire. If someone hates me, I hate them. It's about, going beyond that, taking the high road and just loving people. So what Dr. Martin Luther King believed in is that he believed that if you exchange hate with hate, there is no win. It's never going to go in the direction that he was passionate about it. And so I love this lesson number 2. It's just awesome. So love people. Yay. Okay, so we're going to move on to lesson number 3, perseverance. So he was emphatic about his mission. There was nothing that was going to stop him, not the hate, not the people, not anybody telling him he can't do it. Nothing was going to stop him, and he was not going to quit. Nothing was going to make him quit. So perseverance, whatever it is that you're trying to go after, whatever it is that you're chasing, perseverance means to keep going at it, to keep attacking it, to keep striving for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And perseverance does win. It wins. So don't let whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish or achieve, don't let it beat you. You've got to beat it. Okay. So perseverance. I love that one. So the fourth lesson from Dr. Martin Luther King is invest in yourself. He believed in empowering the human mind through education. He described ignorance as a dangerous thing that people had to learn. And this is so, so powerful. So he also believed that the lack of education was not an excuse to do the things that, that some people may have thought was okay, and it wasn't. So investing in yourself and educating yourself and empowering yourself as a human and empowering yourself as an emotional person is something that we all can do. And so this is something that Dr. Martin Luther King believed in. Okay, number 5, serving people. So if anybody has ever exemplified life of service, Martin Luther King did. He believed in serving others so much that this was his mission. This is what his calling was. He knew everybody could be great. And he knew that everybody should serve somehow in order to reap the rewards of what you are trying to achieve. So I think this is a great lesson to learn, is serving people. There's plenty of people we can serve. There are tons of them, and there are a lot of people in need. And if you just think about how gracious and giving you can be and what that reward is, just in itself is amazing. So, number 5, serve people. I really, really love that one. Okay, number 6, forgive. This is amazing. This is awesome because Dr. Martin Luther King had a lot of hate. There were a lot of people that didn't agree with what he believed in and what he was doing. And he forgave people. He never allowed the hatred to stop him from continuing to serve people and love people. So preventing hatred starts, and this is for anybody, me, you, anybody out there. So preventing hatred starts by learning to forgive and forgive quickly, so not harboring that hate and not having that attitude of you're not going to do this or do that, or you're not going to surround yourself with this person or that person or these groups of people or whoever because of hate. You have to forgive, and you have to forgive quickly. And Dr. Martin Luther King believed in that. And that is so powerful and empowering. So think about that. Number 6, forgive. Okay, number 7, stand up for justice. So at the end of the day, Dr. Martin Luther King stood up because he wanted everyone to be treated equally, no matter what color skin they were. And so he had the stance, and he was going to push it through, and he was going to fight for it. He was going to face whatever obstacles that were going to be, in his way, to make sure that he stood up for this right that he believed everyone should have. So stand up for justice. We can all do this. And it doesn't have to be something that is as dramatic as what Dr. Martin Luther King was doing. It can be something where, it's more personal to you or more intimate. So keep that in mind. Stand up for justice. What does it mean to you, and what can you do to do that? And I'd love to hear your thoughts and hear from you. Okay, number 8. Bing, 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 bing. So this is a great one because these are all really powerful, by the way. And I hope I don't get emotional because I just love this. Having faith. So Dr. Martin Luther King was a man of great faith. He was delighted in doing God's work and God's will. And he had a ton of faith. So what does this mean? If you're not religious, that's okay, because your faith is going to be in whatever higher being you have. Okay. And so, I get that not everybody is religious. I totally get that. But you can have faith in something, and there is a higher being, and whatever it is that you believe in or that you are committed to, that is what's going to carry you to the next level. That's what's going to give you that strength and that power to continue to do it. So having faith. And again, I'm not saying by any account that you need to go to church and that you need to practice religion. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you need to allow whatever higher being it is that you believe in to do its work, and that that you speak to it and that you acknowledge it, because this was one of Dr. Martin Luther King's strength, was he had this great faith, and he was all about what he could do to serve God. And so it is a powerful, powerful thing. And so, again, I know this goes all over the place because there's not a lot of people that are religious today. And but at the end of the day, all through Dr. Martin Luther King's life, his faith in God was so obvious and was so strong. And it was in his words and his action and in his speech and in his manner. So having faith is another one. Okay. Number 9, before the dogs go crazy, step outside of your comfort zone. So successfully pursuing the dream in your heart may involve stepping outside of your comfort zone and being uncomfortable. So if you think about this, almost every trade, every leadership book, everything that you read talks about how you have to get uncomfortable in order to achieve success. And it's no different than what Dr. Martin Luther King taught us and told and did on his own. And he even makes a quote, and I'm going to read this quote because I feel like this quote really does say a lot to what I'm trying to say in stepping outside of your comfort zone. Is the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands, the moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenges and controversy. And I totally believe this is, how are you going to deal with a situation that you're uncomfortable in and where you're being challenged, rather than trying to be measured where you're the most comfortable, because that's not stepping outside of your comfort zone. So think about that lesson from Dr. Martin Luther King. It is a very, very powerful one, and one that a lot of leaders, great leaders, talk about and say you should do. So think about that, because you should be uncomfortable and knowing that that's going to take you in the direction that you want to go and what it is you're trying to pursue. Okay. Number 10, my last one. All things are possible. So Martin Luther King inspired greatness in people. That was his thing. He showed us all that there was so much power in human spirit that we could accomplish anything, whatever we set our mind and heart to. So for him, impossible was not a word that he accepted. So all things are possible. And you get this when you hear his speech and he says, I have a dream. And he talks about his dream and his passion toward how in his dream, the future of our world was not segregated, that we were all treated equally, no matter what the color of our skin was. So all things are possible. So if you think about that and you think about what Dr. Martin Luther King, brought to history and all the lessons that we can take away from his speech and who he was and what he did and his legacy today, is not only was he a genuine leader or a person, not only was he genuine, like he was truly genuine. People gravitated to him because they believed in his mission and his passion and his dream. They fed off of that. He was also a great leader. So think about, what it is that you're trying to do and your mission and what you're trying to accomplish, because These are all great lessons for anyone. And again, you don't have to change the world. You don't have to have the passion and the dream that Dr. Martin Luther King had. Yours can be in your own little community, in your own little world. But just know that I just gave you 10 lessons that, Dr. Martin Luther King taught us, and that he gifted to us in his legacy. And we should remember it, and we should honor it, and we should take away from it, all these great things that we can use in our own lives and move our own personal life forward. So that's my 10 things that we can take away from Martin Luther King in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. So if you have any feedback, if you want to share anything with me that you have learned, drop me a line and let me know. I would love to hear from you, and I hope you enjoy this. And sorry about that. Dogs are barking. And so let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know, what you took away from Dr. Martin Luther King. I would love to hear from you. And as I always end this, everything I'm teaching you, everything I'm walking through is to help you stand out and grow. I know you got this. This is a powerful day, and hopefully you have taken away a lot of things, and I have taught you some things, and maybe you'll go back and read some books, or maybe you'll do one of the 10 things. If you do, let me know. I would love to hear back from you. Connect with me on social media. I'd love to connect with you. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So just connect with me, and give me a shout out. If you want to suggest something that I should be talking about, let me know. If there's something I'm missing, let me know. If there is something that somebody that can use, that this is of value to, please share this. Please, please, please share this. I would love for other people to get use of these lives that I'm doing, and know that someone is really banking it with it. So before I end, you got this, and I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot, and hope you have a great night. Sorry, I'm trying to close things here, and hope you have a great night.